I just arrived in California, sun painting the world gold, heart still buzzing from a question thrown my way during a podcast. They looked me straight in the eyes, no filter, just raw curiosity, and said, AI is ripping through everything, shaping our lives, our jobs, our very idea of money. But what if someone is drowning in bills right now? What if the weight of debt is pressing on their chest every morning they wake up? How do they seize this so-called once-in-a-lifetime AI opportunity? Let's pause for a moment. If you feel like you're gasping for air, caught in the undertow of credit card statements and overdue bills, my answer will taste bitter. You shouldn't be chasing these investment mirages yet. Forget opening a new brokerage account. Forget that glittering promise of the biggest chance ever. Focus instead on the storm that's hammering your own four walls. Because if you're not anchored, every wave that comes will just pull you under again. Before we plunge deeper, let me breathe this quiet truth into the noise. Make sure you subscribe to Crypto 101 Central and hit that bell. If my words spark a pulse in you, if you want to journey further with me into this mess of money and possibility, let's keep walking together, step by honest step. Our age rushes at us like a sudden night storm, thunder cracking the sky, what the World Economic Forum in some high-rise glass room calls the Fifth Industrial Revolution. Sounds grand, but what does it mean for the bruises on your bank account? The ache in your chest when you count coins at midnight? The first revolution was factories, iron and smoke sweeping the world. That era sprawled for 100 years. Then came electricity. The world blinked awake and everything sped up. The next revolution, the birth of IT and the internet, unfurled in 30. Then, just as we caught our breath, smart tech crashed through Uber, Airbnb, names that now feel obvious but once sounded strange. 10 or 15 years and another world was born. The tempo accelerates. Each revolution is shorter, sharper, more violent. Money, wealth, the soil under our feet, always shifting. And now, AI is not just a tool. It's the river itself, eroding and shaping, sparking possibility with every new current. Millionaires will be minted like coins dropped in a fountain. Here's my truth. None of it matters if your own house is burning down. You can't claim these opportunities if your pockets are inside out, if you've borrowed hope from tomorrow just to survive today. Take care of today, fiercely and without apology. You might feel left behind, watching headlines scream, "Fortune now!" and wonder, if I miss this AI train, is my story over? It isn't. The world will shift again. 10 years later, 15 years, 20. There will be more trains, faster and stranger, and you will always have a seat if you're ready. Don't fret about missing this one. Breathe. The universe is more patient than we are. Take 2020. The world vanished behind closed doors. Stocks fell by more than 30% in only a handful of days. Bitcoin collapsed, trembling on the edge of oblivion. Real estate in places no one cared to remember fell by 70, 80, even 90%. I saw people's fortunes change in flickers, grace and ruin intertwined. That's how it will always be. The landscape changes. The opportunity shifts like wind through grass. Today, AI dazzles us. Tomorrow, it will be something else entirely. Still with me? If you are, drop a like below. Let the echoes of your own journey ring out in the comments. Tell me if you've ever felt lost in a sea of opportunity, while your wallet felt emptier than ever. You're not alone. Not then, not now. If you're searching for a way out, let's talk numbers. Real numbers, not the kind that dance on Instagram. The average credit card debt in this country is around $8,500. The banks, those silent titans, Amex, Visa, MasterCard, they charge you 20–25% for the privilege of breathing. Why make their dreams come true while yours wither? Here's a little math. If, today, you only had $10,000 and you invested it, a one-time thing, no more, nothing else added, and you somehow achieve strong long-term returns over decades, the compounding effect could transform that amount into something far larger than most people imagine. And yet, maybe you look at me and say, those returns aren't guaranteed, and you're right. But you know who can reliably drain double-digit percentages from your life? Those same banks. That is why, for me, the only move is pay the debt first. Rip it out like a bad tooth. Payday loans. Dark holes that swallow hope whole. You borrow once, then again. Soon, it's the only road you know. Each new loan digging you deeper. You look up and see a mountain of debt and no rope in sight. Think, how did I get here? How do I climb out? This is why, before you dream of AI stocks or the latest miracle tech, you get out of that quicksand. The first phase is raw survival. Cutting out the credit card debt, the payday loans, all those gnawing, clawing things. You save. even if it feels impossible. $2,000 is your sunlight, your ticket out of the danger zone. If you haven't reached it, ignore the world shouts. Move quietly, but with purpose. Earn more. Spend less. Every saved dollar is a step toward dry land. Yes, it hurts. No one sells you this part. No one goes viral preaching pain and sacrifice. You will be tempted. A night out, new shoes, a taste of Netflix comfort. You must say no, not for pennies but for time. The hours lost to screens, to temptation and distraction, are hours stolen from your future. Restaurants, forget them. Brand names, cut them from your tongue. Vacations, luxury, effortless weekends, they belong to a different chapter. Save your fight for the things that matter. And the subscriptions, the Netflix lure, it isn't about the $15. It's the 2 hours you lose every day. 2 hours that could be building your escape. If you climb out, finally, painfully, slowly, there is breath again. Now you can divide your money. I use the 75, 15, 10. For every dollar, save 10 cents, invest 15, and spend up to 75. The world is suddenly brighter, opportunity within reach. Now you can look outward. Now, and only now, do you gaze at the wild promise of AI investments, stocks, whatever form the new gold rush takes? And yes, the questions chase me. If I wait, will I be too late? Will the next revolution have already spun out of my grasp? Maybe AI will reshape everything by the end of the decade, but by then another storm will be forming. Your opportunity will always be alive, waiting for you to be ready. In 2022, the markets tumbled again, stocks dipping 20%, Bitcoin 60%. In 2008, a sea of homes drowned beneath falling prices. In 2002, after the dot-com collapse, internet stocks bled away more than 70%. Every time, the world screamed, "Last chance!" Every time, something new rose from the ashes. Don't gamble with money you cannot lose. Investing is not a gentle game, not a whisper between friends. It is risk. It is the possibility of falling. Remember, no guru, no voice on YouTube or television can promise you safety. The only promise is that you must build your foundation before you build your fortune. I talk here often, openly, about opportunity, the wild, shifting tide of investments. But let's respect the phases. The first is survival. The second is growth. Only the third is celebration and protection, guarding your hard-won wealth. Don't rush these steps. Ground yourself first. Do the ugly, sacred work of getting your financial roots deep into the earth. Times are strange, changing. Sometimes, it feels faster than we can breathe. The government stirs behind closed doors, injecting billions to steady the roller coaster. But history, in its secret wisdom, shows us opportunity isn't a single train. It's a river, always winding, sometimes flooding, sometimes fading. You just have to be ready when your crossing comes. When you finally are, you'll be ready to leap. If you made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and wander deeper into our world at Crypto 101 Central. Watch another video. Let your curiosity lead the way. I'm here, with you, through every uncertainty, every chance. Until we meet again, keep your courage close, because your future is built, quietly, day by day, one steady choice at a time.